Yo, what's up, guys? It's the Rat. I'm back for another month to update you guys on what's going on with Project Fighters. The condensed version is that the month of August has been very uneventful, basically. And it's mainly because we didn't have a solid understanding of the foundational kind of core systems that are necessary to basically, make a PvP or multiplayer experience. So what ended up happening is I did eventually find a single video that pretty much broke down everything I needed to know at a fundamental level. And so now that I have that information, I have been working and it has been going a lot more smoothly. Basically, the update for August is that very small amounts of work has been done. So quite a bit got done again in the tail end of the month, which is unfortunate because I think if I learned about a lot of this stuff in the beginning of the month, we could have gotten a lot more done throughout the month. But it's okay because now we have the knowledge and now we can work with it. But I wanted to show you guys basically what I had to do to really hunker down and understand this stuff, right? So these are all the notes that I've been taking to fully kind of digest everything. And whenever I don't really know what to do, I come back to these notes and I check things, right? So this is the video I watched from Kekdot. He was great in breaking things down in a digestible way that was easy to understand. But basically, I had to learn about the game mode, the game state, player controller, and the player state, and how all these different things interact with each other. I had to learn about what a game mode base is versus a regular game mode, right? And how there's even a game state base, right? So you can't mix a game state base with a regular game mode. That's something that once I learned, I realized why certain things weren't, jiving with each other when I would try to test the game. And then we had to get into the framework and how we can get this system to actually function properly. Replication, non-replication. What does each thing do, right? Game mode is server only. Player controller is server and owning client. Player state is server and client, which is different from owning client. So it's a lot of information that I had to take down that I think was necessary so that I can kind of move past the it's kind of like a writer's block where you're not getting anything done and you can't get anything done. And then of course widgets, which was the other hurdle, only exist on owning clients. So you might be thinking, well, how do you get information to a user interface if it only exists on the player's machine, right? Well, that's part of the relationship of all these different things. And I even saved this picture from the video because it breaks it down pretty well. This is kind of a workflow visual. And basically what's happening here is you have the widget right here on the side. That's the owning client, right? But then you have the player controller that is both the server and the owning client. And the thing is we were creating widgets through other widgets, which is a problem because you cannot call information on a widget because it's only existing on your machine. So what we had to do was move the creation of widgets over to the player controller. And I made a post about this on the Discord where I said we had to kind of redo a lot of things. We had to rework a lot of stuff from the ground up, from scratch. And this is what I meant, where we had to go into, the widgets. We had to remove a lot of stuff that we had set up. We had to go into the player controller. We had to restructure things. We also had to restructure the folders of the game so that things were easily kind of grabbed or whatever, that they were organized and I could immediately know where I could find, for example, the game state, the player state, the multiple player controllers that we have, because we have a main menu controller and then we have a master controller for when you're playing the game, all the widgets, and figure out where the game modes are for each mode, So yeah, it was really nice to finally dig in after learning this stuff, create, or rather recreate the systems, and to see it work and function properly. Taking notes, sitting down, really getting to understand it was really what was needed to do. So, lots of notes, not lots of stuff going on, but I just wanted to share that in case there was anybody out there who was interested in, what am I doing? Since I haven't been able to do, like I said, too much this month. It's been kind of a slow month. So that's basically the bulk of the work that's been done this month is note taking, research and development, and then coming here to the game, trying to apply the knowledge. Anyway, that's it for this month. Thank you for watching. You guys take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next month.